Riding pockets of warm rising air, the eagle lifts higher into the atmosphere, rising above the fear and chaos of the unsettled grounds below. I'm Jeremy Broecker, and this is Progress.
Yeah, bro.
Due to the rising fear of the COVID-19 pandemic, Spirit Mountain is a ghost town. And today my mission is to stomp my first 540 ever on a snowboard. Oh, so close. I know I can do it. Let's give it another go. Nice! I'll take it. Finally, at the ripe age of 39, I finally get this one in the bag.
There it is.
Keep pushing.
Woo! It's
never too late for progress. Back in the city streets, the spring thaw is welcome. It feels so good to be back on the bike. Out for a spring cruise, I find a lonely snow pile just begging to be shaped. Searching for fun lines, sometimes you just gotta get creative. Round 2? Absolutely. As the days grow longer and the final remnants of winter retreat, the options for rideable trail expand, and Duluth is hard to beat, so we hop into Sam's black masculine HRV and hit the road. Before visiting, hop on the web and check out COGS, Cyclists of Gitche-Gumee Shores. Here you'll find the latest conditions and what trails are actually open. After painting the town purple, we're ready for some shut-eye. Sam comes right out of the gate, crushing this feature first try. Exploring deeper, we find a trail that we've never ridden on before. This must be new, because the dirt's pretty soft. Here we're at Hawks Ridge, freeing up our rusty legs with a healthy dose of chunk. Duluth definitely has the goods, but during this pandemic, we're ready to get out of the city. It's time to slow down, throw a few stones, and listen to the waves. I'm excited to show Sam my favorite mountain biking destination, Copper Harbor. And if you make the journey, check out the Point Trail. I promise the views will not disappoint. It was time to progress and start checking some features off my list. Welcome to the iconic flying squirrel whale tail, or squirrel tail, I suppose.
Yeah, dude. Nice.
Now off to a feature that's really gotten into my head, the Overflow gap. I have no problem with the beeline. One concern is that tree. Is it even an issue after the gap? Have you done the Overflow gap? What worked or perhaps didn't work for you? And if you're enjoying this video, please take a moment to subscribe. Further down the trail, we have the wooden dock launch.
Nice.
Sam makes his first drop off Dinosaur Rock. And I go after the alternate center line.
Nice.
And now, let's dig into the feature you've all been waiting for, man pants. I got my buddy Paul on the line to share his story about this legendary feature.
First time I saw man pants, I thought, man, there's no way anybody can ride this. This is crazy. So I kept mountain biking, kept progressing over a couple of years. And I go back to Copper Harbor every so often and go look at it and think to myself, maybe this time it'll look a little less intimidating. And it didn't. It just still looked gnarly. And then a friend of mine was like, I kind of want to hit man pants. And I'm like, man, you're crazy. I decided I was going to do it and drove up there and looked at it again and thought the same thing. I'm like, man, this is absolutely nuts. And then I went back up with Dialed In. We scoped it before we started riding, and I was standing up on top of it. I thought, this is this is doable today. And these two kids come riding up behind us on hardtails, and they're like, you gonna hit it, man? I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Kids were like, we just hit this on our hardtails. And whether or not they did, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They probably rolled it. Okay, if you did this on a hardtail, I'm gonna huck this on my full suspension bike. And they injected some pretty solid peer pressure into the situation. And Jeremy was just like, you know, man, you can live to ride another day. You can come back if you're not comfortable. And the two kids were like, screw that, man, you're doing it right now.
I'm behind the trees on this big tree.
It's a scary feature because you get in this dirt chute. You're fully committed once you're in the chute because it's like loose, gravelly dirt. And then you've got that rock you need to huck off of. And it's a pretty big move. So I hit it twice that weekend, and it was scary both times. And then I went back and raced the downhill race in 2019, hit it during the race. There were a few other times I was up there where I just kind of sessioned it. But it took about 10 hits before it was like not absolutely terrifying, and it's still scary. You hit it enough, you start to, you know, get desensitized to the fear a little bit. But it's a cool move. Super cool feature. I checked that off my list for the Midwest. If you're gonna hit it and you're in Duluth, there's a rock roll huck. It's the middle of the Three Sisters in Piedmont off of Fox Rocks. That's a really good huck to send before you head to Copper. And also, on calculated risk, there's a big rock slab with a solid 6-foot huck off the end. It's pretty technical, and that's another good one to kind of get in that zone of slightly technical moves with big hucks.
Alright, so not a feature to be taken lightly. As Sam and I are checking this one out, some serious testosterone stepped up to the plate, and his special lady friend was not impressed.
Oh, that's not a good start.
That's not a good start,
That's not
dude.
a good start at all.
I'd back her up a little bit, bro.
Fucking came in sideways. All right, ready?
Oh,
Whoa! Whoa!
nice,
Back!
dude. Wow. Oh! That was gnarly, bro.
All right, we can be done by for the day. I'm comfortable.
Wow. Good shit, dude. Damn, bro.
It's a mental thing, dude. But I thought I was going over when I landed.
You looked sketchy, dude.
I felt sketchy. You got it though.
I think it's time to armor up, dude.
I know.
Yeah. Wow. What was the deal? Was it like the G out was crazy?
Dude, I came in around that rock and it was like you have a half a second to decide where you want to leave that boulder. And then once you're in the air, it's just like, I came a little bit too far left, I think, and missed those rocks.
Did you feel a little nose heavy?
Yeah.
And there you have it, folks. I'd like to know more about your progress and what goals you have. So let's start a conversation in the comments section. I plan to hit Man Pants and Overflow Gap in the near future, so hit that subscribe button and stay dialed in. And thank you for watching.